Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. Does the name Lou Guzzi mean anything to you? Well, if you've been watching Inside Golf for the past few years, you know Lou was one of our prized instructors. In fact, he's been a top 100 instructor for Golf Magazine. And now he goes right to the top of the mountain. He is this year's PGA Teacher of the Year. We'll be back here at Talamore and visit with Lou Guzzi and also meet one of his prize pupils, who in her spare time is Miss Philadelphia. It's coming up next on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By Club Champion, better fit, lower scores. Visit their Ballackinwood location. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.
Free enterprise is the engine that drives our economy. Everyday businesses, big and small, work to make life better for their customers and a better life for themselves. Susquehanna knows successful businesses need a strong financial partner, someone who can help keep your business running at peak efficiency. The people of Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for businesses like yours. Member FDIC.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Welcome back to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. We're at Talamore at Lou Guzzi's laboratory. Lou Guzzi, of course, over the years has a lengthy list of both famous and not so famous pupils. Well, today, Leela Mackey caught up with one of his more famous pupils. In fact, she's Miss Philadelphia.
Thanks, Harry. We're here with Francesca Ruscio, Miss Philadelphia. This is one of Lou Guzzi's students, and she's been taking for Lou Guzzi for how many years?
I've been taking lessons with Lou for, I think, a couple years now. I think 5 years now, yeah. Time's flying.
I know. How do you feel Lou has kind of influenced your game of golf or your life in general?
You know what, he definitely plays a good fatherly figure for me in terms of the game of golf. I had the opportunity to play Division I golf down in Maryland, and I came back to Philly and I wanted to really take on new adventures with my game, and he's always been that one to really push me to do things differently and to really challenge myself. And now I'm in this glorious position to give back. I work under the Miss America system, and I want to contribute my game of golf, so he inspired me to really continue my game, but let alone maybe do it for charitable work now. So I do golf tournaments for charities now. It's pretty cool.
That's really, really great that you and Lou can work together to do that. Mm-hmm. So what is your favorite memory of taking lessons from our PGA Teacher of the Year, Lou Guzzi?
It's his own little home here. He's got a fireplace. I think he has an espresso machine here. So when you come for a golf lesson with Lou Guzzi, expect the whole
enchilada
treatment. Literally, you're going to expect everything and anything. And he's very heartwarming and very fun, and I think what we've done is a couple of times we try to just hit him out in the snow, and we'll be out here a while, and we have so much fun.
Okay, so I have one more question for you. The PGA of America obviously just came down to film Lou's acceptance for his award for Teacher of the Year. What was it like being a part of that?
Okay, well, first of all, just the fact that he is the 2013 Teacher of the Year for the PGA just blows my mind. So the fact that he asked me to help him with this video, it was just a dream come true. And he's so happy, and he's done so much for me, so this is honestly the least I could do for him. It was great. We had so much fun.
I know, we were out there. I heard those guys had a great time out there.
Yeah, he actually had the opportunity, Lou, to wear my crown, and he looks pretty dazzling with it.
I know, really. But thank you so much, Francesca. It was great to meet you. Thanks for talking with us. Lou, we just got a chance to talk to your star student, Francesca, and how great was it to have her here for the video shooting from PGA of America for your award?
Yeah, it was tremendous, wasn't it? I mean, it was fun watching Francesca. Obviously, she loves golf and she loves being around people. The award, you know, what we talked about, one of the things we want to do is take her award and my award and grow the game. You know, this is a great tool for both of us to work together, grow the game of golf in the Philadelphia section, in the country, and I mean even globally. So that's where we're going to go with this.
That's great. Obviously, she is a huge ambassador of the city of Philadelphia. You are the ambassador of the growing the game of golf. And how do you guys plan to do that? What are your future plans for growing the game in the Philadelphia section?
Well, we've got our Wounded Warriors project here. We're going to have a function at Talamore Country Club. And you know what? We're going to open ourselves up to a lot of charities. We want to get people playing golf, certainly the juniors. That's where we really can grow the game. But you know what? My mother took a lesson yesterday during our shoot, 80 years old. It took the national award for me to get her to come out and actually hit some putts. So it doesn't matter how old or how young you are, we're going to help you out with your game.
That's great. How long have you been teaching Francesca?
Since she was about 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. She's now 20. So it's been a while, and you know, she got a beautiful game, and I want to make sure that with all the stuff she's doing, because Miss Pennsylvania and then maybe even Miss America, we want to make sure those clubs are still in her hand while she's working on her career.
So it's got to be pretty satisfying seeing somebody, one of your students, grow up to do so many things. Tell me a little bit about that and kind of some other students you've gotten to see grow so much through the years.
Yep, it is. And you know, the thing about all this is the golf is important. We love to teach the kids. We love to teach everybody. But I want to stay connected with all my students. It's not just about teaching golf. It's the friendships that we develop. I mean, I've gone on trips with students away from golf. I actually watched one of my students in a play as Ariel. And, you know, it's just great. So ultimately, in the end, it's so rewarding, not only to teach the game of golf, but to have these friendships, and friendships that last a lifetime, no doubt about it.
Thanks again, Lou, and congratulations again. Lou is our 2013 PGA Teacher of the Year. Now back to you, Harry.
Well, thanks, Leela. And coming up, I'll sit down with Lou. In fact, we'll go into his laboratory, see some of his famous props, and also find out how Lou Guzzi from West Oak Lane became the PGA National Teacher of the Year. It's coming up next on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management.
I had to wait a week. I go to, I think it was Hibberton.
Defining a target, realizing a dream. Susquehanna Bank can help you get your plans off the ground. Whether you're sending kids to college or doing something special for yourself. Susquehanna's financial advisors are worth talking to. We can help you find the smartest way to borrow money and save money in the process. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for dreamers like you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And then what we do is we actually show them how the form rotates.
Welcome back to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. We're on the range at Talamore Country Club with Lou Guzzi.
Hello, Harry.
The PGA's National Teacher of the Year.
How are you, sir? Good to see you again.
Congratulations. Let
Thank
me be
you.
about the 1,500th person to congratulate you.
Now everybody knows about our laboratory.
Oh, my goodness.
We can't hide
You know,
it.
it wasn't good enough that you were one of the top 100 instructors in Golf Magazine.
That's correct.
Now, you're the man.
That's what they're
Number
telling me.
one.
That's what they're saying. But, you know, here we are. We're still doing our thing. We've got our toys. That's not going to change, and folks, absolutely nothing is going to change. We're going to keep doing what we do.
You know, one of the things that makes Lou Guzzi the top instructor in the country, he makes it fun for all his pupils. I mean, look, for instance, what do we got here,
That's
Lou?
the monster wedge, Harry.
Can I borrow this when I'm in about 8 inches of rough the next? Look at this thing.
You know, I use it twofold, obviously. One, this is a great training aid, certainly to discuss the swing and the face position and the leading edge, but it's great on stage, as you know.
I know.
A couple of years ago, we're doing a golf show, North Coast Golf Show, and I need to do some stage show presence, and I need a big club. So if everybody can understand, obviously, what's going on when we use
Show them the point of
wedge.
impact. You can't miss the point of impact. And look at this, folks.
Isn't that
He
something?
even puts a fresh coat of paint over a little
I
duct
did.
tape, right?
Yeah, well,
See that?
A couple of the kids hit it and actually used a golf ball and put a little crack in it, but we fixed it up.
Wow,
So
that's
it's still
something.
working out
Yeah.
great.
All right, let's go. Now, wait a minute. Lou, are you also the instructor and teacher of the year in tennis? Or
Yeah.
what's
So
with
you know
the
what's
tennis
amazing?
racket?
We have a lot of tennis players that come in for golf lessons.
Right.
And I'll record their tennis stroke. So I'll be down the line with the camera, which would be this way, and then they'll come in and I'll actually have them hit tennis balls into the net. We'll pull the net over, and then we record their stroke, and then we get them to see what their tennis stroke looks like, which has a lot of the golf swing in it, and then we try to apply that to golf.
So, like when they talk about lag
Yep.
in golf, there's a certain lag also
That's right.
in tennis. And then the quick action right at impact.
You bet. And then
How
what we'll
about
do
that?
too is we keep recordings of tennis pros, and we'll show them on our system so that they can actually see what the pros are doing with a racket, and we'll tie it right into the golf.
You know, I've met a number of hockey players. Gary Dornhofer, for instance, was a pro in Canada and a great hockey player, of course, with the Flyers. But they all have that quick action, don't they?
They do.
That, just like a slap shot. Is that why you have the hockey stick?
I gave the Chief a lesson, right? Craig Berube one time. And hockey players are great golfers.
They are.
And they're terrific at
What is it, the hand-eye?
You know what? Number one, when they hit shots, the angle of a slap shot and the angle of coming into a regular golf swing are very similar. So they've got great hand-eye coordination, and they're just great at picking up the game of golf. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So we have the stick there, and we'll even have them hit some golf balls actually into the net with a hockey
And finally,
stick.
we actually have some golf clubs that Lou uses to give his pupils the proper instruction. And this one comes equipped with, what do you call this?
This is a swing guide.
Swing guide.
This might be probably my #1 training aid for helping people with their golf swing. And you can see it's just a little piece of plastic, but
what
it's
exactly
absolutely brilliant.
does it do? Okay.
Well, it's twofold here, Harry. First of all, when we put it on properly, we can teach somebody the grip. So they can't work it properly without a good grip. We make sure it's on the club the right way. And then what we do is we actually show them how the forearm rotates in the golf swing and goes back up. So the swing guide is here and back up.
And it reattaches right here at
all
the
the way
same
through
spot.
to the finish position.
And that's the proper swing.
Yeah.
Thanks to the swing guide.
It's amazing. So we'll have them hit shots, and I'll actually make a swing here. It gets in there.
Right.
Goes back
through,
in
there.
all the way around.
That's
so we'll have
simple.
them work with the swing guide and then hit golf balls.
Okay. Now over here, you have this bag.
I do.
And do you take out your frustrations on that?
Sometimes I do, but I make my students take their frustrations out on the bag, especially when they're holding onto the club. So what happens is when they go to hit, a lot of times they come into the ball and their instincts are hit the ball straight so the club doesn't rotate. So as it's coming into the golf ball, it's open and they're holding.
They don't release the club.
That's right. So what I want them to do with the bag is I don't even want them to work on the bag hitting it square. I want them to take the toe of the club and stick the toe into the bag.
Oh,
okay. So it's
not the face
in.
of the club.
That's right.
Just the toe.
You bet. So when they go into the bag, they're going to stick the toe into the bag. So we call this a toe-in drill.
And without the bag, let me see how your
and it helps
how
the
your
release.
hand wrist are. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can tie that into the swing guide. So in slow motion, here's the action.
Right.
Butt end of the club's going to swivel off the inside of the left thigh. The club continues to rotate, and this is where all your tour players are.
Right.
At this portion of the swing. Right
That's
arm
where,
extended, elbows down.
Right.
And very tight and connected.
Is that how you get that little cascading draw?
Cascading draw.
You like
I
that?
love it. Yeah, I do.
You know, Lou, aside from all the props, when did it all begin for you in terms of realizing that you had something to give to people who love the game of golf, who wanted to get to love the game of golf, and you could help them?
Yeah, it actually started when I was an amateur. And I was taking lessons, and then I would play. And then the people that I was around, my friends, they would see how I played. And they said, you know what, Lou, can you show me how you did that? What are you doing? And I started teaching long before I even thought about teaching. I was already a teacher.
And now, of course, you take advantage of all the technology that's available. When you go into your, what I call Lou's Lab here at Talamore, you have a couple cameras. You're videotaping people. You got the, what do they call it, the launch screen?
Yeah, we got the flight scope launch
The flight
monitor.
scope. You got everything.
Yeah.
And basically, you taught yourself how to use all this stuff. And you don't have another videographer or editor. You do it all yourself.
You know, it's interesting. I remember my dad had an 8mm camera, and I cranked it. I don't know why, but what I did was I said, you know what, I want to see my golf swing. And this was in the early 80s. And I cranked the camera, and then I had to wait a week. I'd go to, I think it was Hibbert's at the time.
And get
on
the
Ogons
film
Avenue.
developed.
Yeah, and I had to wait a week. By that time, my swing changed.
Wow.
And then the VHS came out, and now cell phones and smartphones, oh man. And now I've got
you're right on top of it.
They're just texting, you know, all of a sudden one day I get a text message, and I'm like, holy cow, the video's in the text message. And then I would call the student back or text them back, and I can communicate. So they could be on the other side of the earth, and we can still do a lesson.
What is, as we kind of wrap up this segment, what for you has been the most satisfying part of your career as a golf teacher?
Helping people and building friendships more than anything else. You know, the funny thing about golf is we all got into golf, I think, for the same reason, to enjoy playing and to have fun at something. We have jobs, it's tough, we're looking for a little relaxation, and then all of a sudden we find out golf's not that easy.
Not that easy, folks.
So then, you know, if I can help somebody play a little bit better, make them understand their game, and you know, they enjoy the game and the quality of their life is better because I did something for them, I mean, that's the most rewarding part of this. So,
Right.
And then the friendships that develop, our friendship and all the people that we meet throughout golf, it's great.
It is, and it's great to have Lou Guzzi, not only as a teacher here at Talamore for folks in the Philadelphia area, but the National Teacher of the Year for the PGA of America.
Well, thanks, Harry.
My friend,
Yep, always a pleasure.
well earned, well deserved.
Thank you very much. You got to get in for a lesson, too.
Who, me?
That's right.
I have more than one.
Uh-huh.
We'll be back. Teed Off is next right here on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management.
They're already talking about not playing anymore.
Because they got too much money in their pocket.
When you step out, make sure you go all in. Because at Valley Forge Casino Resort, we're rolling out the action. And we'll bring it all to the table. So take us for a spin and go all in for the win. Valley Forge Casino Resort. It's safe, it's chic, and only a shuffle away from the main line.
Guests of Teed Off receive gift certificates to any of the 8 restaurants at Valley Forge Casino at King of Prussia.
And in the amateur, there was not even an American in the quarterfinals.
And welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our Teed Off panel. And today we're at the Viviano's Restaurant, the Italian Ristorante under Chef Tony Clark, here at the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort. It is one of 8 different restaurants here at Valley Forge Casino Resort. On our panel today has back with it Bob Shepard. Bob, instructions at Five Ponds, longtime Philadelphia pro and an author. Harry Mays is the host of 97.5 The Fanatic, weekday mornings between 10 and noon, and our own golf blogger, Joe Logan from myphillygolf.com. Well, we had the President's Cup. That involved the U.S. against an international team a while back. The Ryder Cup is still, I think, the biggest event that the U.S. plays against an international cast, and that's Europe. The Solheim Cup is for women, and even the U.S. Amateur was won by a Euro. And we know the Ryder Cup and the Solheim, Joe, went to the Euros. What's happening here with the U.S.?
And in the amateur, there was not even an American in the quarterfinalists. I mean, they were all Australians and Englishmen. Right. So it's clearly something's going on. Something is wrong. Something, America needs to step back and just sort of assess, what are we doing?
Well, we've heard for years that, you know, the Euros, they bind together, you know, on their own tour, they stick together, they hang out together. The Americans are more individualistic. I don't know, are you buying that, Bob? There's more to it than that.
There's more to it than that. A lot of it has to do with our upbringing. I think the Europeans are still shagging their own golf balls. They're hitting balls into the fields and going out and picking them themselves as kids. Our kids are all got the, you know, they got the shelters and they're practicing in the sun and going to Florida in the wintertime. I think that takes a little bit of the edge off. You don't learn to win. You hit the ball real good, but you don't learn to win unless you're grinding. And I think they're not doing enough grinding in this country. Everybody's riding a golf cart. Nobody's carrying their own bag. You go to Scotland and you see a school bus pull up and half the kids get off the bus carrying their own clubs. And here we don't do that. You know, here we have the parents pick them up and take them to the country club. So I think that's got something to do with it. And on the other side of the coin, too, you see your Jason Duffner, 5 more years, I'm out of here. Tiger Woods, I'm not playing the senior tour. Everybody's saying they're already talking about not playing anymore.
Because they got too much money in their pocket.
They got enough. That's how much can you put up with, and it's a lot of aggravation. So
well, maybe things will change, Harry. You know, a few of these Euros who have been stars of the past, including Mr. Clutch, Ian Poulter, now lives.
They all live in Florida.
Right.
Yeah, Lee Westwood moved over
McElroy's
here,
in Florida.
McElroy.
Westwood, Graham McDowell, Poulter. They're building these, you know, McMansions down there in either Naples or Palm Beach.
Yeah.
So is that going to be a difference?
That might
now?
be.
Are they going to become Americanized?
They might become Americans. You know, really. But
perish the thought.
I mean, it's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't think you can stress the team atmosphere that Europe seems to have versus the United States enough. But the fact that United States guys are more individual corporations of themselves, and now some of these European guys, like you mentioned, are sort of becoming that. you might find it sort of an evening out. But it also, I think a lot of those European guys are more field players than the United States generally. These guys in the United States, a lot have the same type of swing. They're more mechanical. You could be more of a field player. I think you benefit in those events.
You think so?
You know, I was going to say, if we want to quickly reestablish American supremacy in these events like this, all they'd have to do is say, if you're going to represent Europe in the Ryder Cup or the Solheim Cup, you got to go live there. Move out of Orlando.
What, give up Palm Beach?
That's the end of the Ryder Cup.
Scottsdale, Orlando, Las Vegas, and go live in North Carolina. Go live there.
Use the tube. Get rid of the G5 and,
That's not happening.
and run through the tube.
And
Right.
fly coach instead of your
Coach
G5,
instead.
right?
Right,
I don't
right.
think that's happening.
There you go. That's the quickest solution. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe hit him in the knee with a 7-iron.
But,
you know.
but it seems the last couple Ryder Cups, either some no-name has come up and played well, or a guy like Poulter, you know, wins everything, and yet when he's in a major, now he's had his days in the
Chokes
sun.
like a dog in a major.
I'm not going to say that.
I'll say it.
Okay, you say it. But we both agree he's not a factor as he is when it comes to competition.
Because he
Ryder Cup
wants
style.
to beat the Americans.
Right.
But he wants to live in Orlando too. But he wants to, you know. I don't get it.
He wants to drive his European sports cars on the roads of Florida.
Get that Maserati opened up
Yeah.
on the Sunshine, what do they call it, Parkway or something outside of Disney World.
Right.
Bob, I don't know. Maybe, you know, is it a feel thing? Is it we don't think it's the binding thing as much? It comes back to the way they came up appreciating the
I
game
think
of
it's in the
golf.
beginning. I really do. I think they come up, like I said.
How about the women? Same thing happened
deal
in the
with the women.
Solheim.
Got the
Cup.
17-year-old beating him like a drum.
Exactly. And you can look at junior golf too. The golfers are playing this, what's his name? Fitzpatrick and that, the Italian fellow won everything. Molinari. Those guys are fabulous.
Won
at
at
a young
Marion,
age.
one of the Molinaris,
Exactly. He
right?
won the amateur there.
And this kid won at Brookline.
Right.
I mean, they're doing
And you
it,
see
not
these-
only doing it on our turf, they're doing it at some of our iconic
Right.
golf courses. And Fitzpatrick is now enrolled at Northwestern. He's going to follow Luke Donald's trail
Right.
to college. How long is he going to be there, do you think?
4 years.
About one Chicago winter.
Right.
And then he's out of here.
Luke Donald still lives there.
I know.
And all
But he
these
gets paid
58s
to
and
travel down
59s are
to
all done
Florida.
by the
a lot.
kids. All the teenagers are shooting 58, 59, 60. So it looks like they're going to be the wave, and yet they get. I think the contracts calm them down. They
There ought
get
to be
the,
some kind of law against that.
They should be like Rory.
You write the legislation.
I will.
For Joe Logan, who's busy writing Laws of Golf, Harry Mays and Bob Shepard, thanks for joining us on Teed Off. Stay tuned. Coming up more on Inside Golf. The Valley Forge Casino Resort is the region's only full amenity gaming resort, and it's only seconds from the Pennsylvania Turnpike at King of Prussia. It features 600 slots, 50 table games, plus 8 restaurants designed to meet all of your dining needs. So put the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort on your destination list.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Honey, what are all these cash rewards?
Stellar Checking with Smart Rewards. We earn cash on check card purchases and when we transfer money from our Stellar Checking into our savings account.
Cool. How should we spend them?
Stellar.
Stellar.
Stellar!
Probably groceries.
Stellar Checking from Susquehanna Bank. Earn cash rewards whether you're spending or saving. Member FDIC.
Bring it up and let it go in. See how it covers the ball? And put the smash bag this end right where the ball would be. As far as, is that where your ball position would be?
Yeah.
Okay. So now as you come in here, I want you to take the toe and stick the toe into the bag. Stick it into the bag more. Toe it in hard.
Like that?
Yeah, so what's going to happen is you're going to feel the rotation of your forearms and hands a lot earlier in your downswing.
It feels, when I hook
Feels
that
like
ball?
it's all the way up here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
you're going to feel
don't
like
wait
you're
to
almost,
release like in here.
No, because what's going to happen is while you're feeling this release early in your downswing, your lower body's moving and creating the lag. So while you're feeling, it's not like you're actually going to do this.
Just with my
because
hands.
this is moving with the swing.
Right.
And then you blend the two together, and the next thing you know, you've got a lower, stronger ball flight.
How about that?
Isn't that neat?
Wow.
And because the bag's big,
yeah,
there's no outcome to the shot. It's real easy to commit to this.
Love it.
Right?
I'll try that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Toe in, and then all of a sudden you might hit a couple of hooks. Want to try that ball?
What, here?
Yeah, why not? Look at it teed up.
Oh,
ready for
here.
You. Yeah. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about actually toeing in to the ball. I want you to actually try to hit that
you're
golf
saying
ball.
I have to start in here.
Well,
like,
here's the
I don't want to be here.
No, and
I
here's
want to
the
be
thing.
like there.
Let's think about what you're asking. You're complicating the process that you just had at the impact bag. So at the impact bag, it's real easy to go, hey, you know what? I need to stick the toe into the bag.
And don't think where I start doing it.
No, it's just going to happen. So just like if I said, okay, hit the heel into the bag.
Right.
Right?
That's
well,
what
I'm just going to
do.
come down and hold this position, and then I'm going to hit a big slice. Okay. Now, when you toe in, Harry, your first shot, it's going left.
I would think so.
It's going left. So go ahead and just free it up and let it toe in. There you go.
That.
See how it covers the ball beautifully?
Yeah.
And your ball flight's low. I mean, there's the first swing, and how cool is that? Right? And you're thinking toe in, and you feel like you're exaggerating the position, and all you did is hit a beautiful draw right down the middle with a little right to left action.
Yeah. Almost fell over in these Ralph Lauren boat shoes.
So let's do this. Let's do this. So we got the next ball set up. All right, I want you to hit 2 on the bag, toe in, and then I want you to go up to the ball, set up, and toe in. Yep. So throw 2 toe ins, a little half swings, and another toe in, and just feel what you're doing. And now go up to the ball.
Do the same
and go,
thing?
Yeah, go toe in. And that's how you get rid of a slice quickly.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful little draw.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, the ball flight's perfect. Trajectory's great.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to
See
toe
that?
in.
How long was that lesson? Like 2 minutes?
You know what? It's like It's like buying a really, really good can of paint. Buy a good can of paint that's expensive and just do it once.
Well, even I got the tip of the day. Toe in from the National Teacher of the Year, Lou Guzzi, who's here with Amber Guzzi.
My
She's
daughter,
taking some pictures.
Yeah.
And a crew from PGA of America from Florida, because they're putting together, coincidentally, while we're here at Talamore, a little feature on Lou as the Teacher of the Year, and it's going to be shown at the PGA show in January.
That's right, January 22nd.
Down in Orlando.
Yeah.
So, guys, I hope we were not in the way of what you were doing.
Not at all.
But we look forward to the finished product, as everybody does with the PGA National Teacher of the Year, Lou Guzzi. So for Lou Guzzi and everybody else here at Talamore and Lou's Laboratory, I'm Harry Donahue, reminding you, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, and when you're with this guy, it's never going bad. Don't pick up, and if you need help, see Lou Guzzi. See you next time. We got Coaches versus Cancer from Lanark on our next show. So long, everybody, for Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By Club Champion, better fit, lower scores. Visit their Bala-Cynwyd location. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.